From the things we see to the great unknown, He is our true north, He is our way home. He is our guide in this world that's so wild. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever He leads us. Wherever He leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. When you feel alone and you're powerless, when you need some hope, just remember this: He holds the seas, He names the stars, and He's always with you wherever you are. So let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever He leads us. Wherever He leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus.
Nice job, everyone. I know this is a great, big, wonderful, beautiful wilderness to explore here in Alaska. And there are many different ways that people explore Alaska. Maybe you like to explore in an airplane, like this airplane. There's a picture of an airplane that we might see on the screen. Yeah. So we will go like this. Everybody get your airplane rings out. Right, we're flying like an airplane. People explore Alaska in an airplane. Some people explore Alaska in a big, huge ship. And they are bobbing up and down. Everybody bob up and down, up and down. Can you bob? Like we're on the waves. Yeah, maybe you like to explore Alaska like that on the waves in a big boat. Some people like to strap on a backpack and they go hiking through the wilderness. Can you all hold your backpack and you're hiking through the wilderness? I know you're sitting down. All right, so I wonder what you think would be the most fun. And we're going to take a vote, and we're going to vote by our actions. Maybe it's flying in a plane to explore Alaska. Maybe it's bobbing up and down on the waves of a big ship to explore Alaska. Maybe it's hiking with a backpack through the wilderness of Alaska. All right, do the motions right now on 3. Tell me which one you're voting for. 1, 2, 3. Let's see them. Oh, I see a lot of planes. Oh, some people are bobbing up on boats. Some people are hiking through the woods. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't think we could ever agree on the right way to explore God's wilderness, but it's awesome to see and to know and to understand how much God has provided for us. And we're getting to explore that here in the wilderness. And you know what? There's a Bible verse from Psalm 96. I wonder if you can repeat this after me. Psalm 96 says this: let the trees of the forest, everybody say that, let the trees of the forest, let the trees of the forest sing for joy, sing for joy. Let the trees of the forest, let the trees of the forest sing for joy, sing for. You know, and they do, because they know that God is coming, that God is here, that God is with us. And so we don't want to just let the trees shout out and sing. We want to stand up and sing too, and we do that because this is the day that the Lord has made. Let's stand and sing that song.
So all my friends in the place today, you say, I say, we say, hey, put your hands, are you ready? Okay, this is the day that the Lord has made.
This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it.
This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day
All right, nice job, everyone. You know, yesterday we talked about how big Alaska was. There is so much space, so much room in Alaska. And so sometimes I think when people are hiking with their backpacks out in the wilderness, I bet they feel alone sometimes, or they wonder, where is everybody else? Where are the people that I can talk to? Where are the people that can help me? Where are the people that can help me do my things today or be with me today? And they might feel alone in this great big wilderness of Alaska. You know what? We have a Bible buddy today. Did everybody see our Bible buddy? Does anybody have a guess what our Bible buddy is? I think I heard somebody say, well, let's find out. Let's meet our Bible buddy today.
Hi, I'm Claudia, and I'm a crab. You may wonder what I'm doing way up in Alaska. I mean, don't crabs live way under the sea in tropical areas? Not necessarily. I'm an Alaskan king crab. That means my home is Alaska. You may be surprised to find that there are a lot of different kinds of crabs, and they're all different sizes. The giant crab from Japan is about 12 feet wide. That's like the height of 2 human adults. Then there are some itty-bitty crabs that only measure about a fingertip or 2. So tiny. And Alaskan king crabs like me? They're somewhere in between. I'm about as big as 1 human adult. And that's not the only difference between crabs. Some kinds of crabs live in the water, and some live on the shore. Some crabs live in fresh water. That salty ocean water would kill them. Oh dear, but we Alaskan king crabs are just fine in the ocean. And different kinds of crabs have different ways of getting along. Some crabs live alone pretty much all the time. Do you think that sounds lonely? Other crabs like me live in big groups called casts. Crab casts can have hundreds of crabs, sometimes even thousands, all living together in one group. It's nice to work together with other crabs. Living in a group makes it easier to find a husband or a wife, and it helps us stay safe from predators. We work together to find food and to protect our families. We even migrate together. That means we move from one place to another. And if we're on your beach, it can feel like we've taken over with our big group. Now, you've probably noticed my pinchers. Can you make your hands into pinchers? Did you know those do more than just pinch stuff? Some crabs snap those claws to talk to each other. And when a boy crab is interested in a girl crab, he'll just wave his claws to get her attention. But even when we live in groups, we don't always get along. Sometimes boy crabs will fight each other over a girl. That's kind of crabby. And speaking of the word crabby, it's not really fair. People came up with that word because crabs sometimes pinch our claws to attack. We don't want to though. We'd rather run away than fight. But if we need to protect ourselves, some crabs' pinchers are strong enough to break your finger. Ouch! But that doesn't mean we're feeling crabby. We're just scared. In fact, there's no evidence to make people think crabs are irritable or grouchy. After all, you'd probably pinch with claws too if you thought you were being attacked. But since it's a word you might know, well, I'll go ahead and use it. Maybe sometimes you feel crabby. Maybe you feel all alone, like the kinds of crabs who live by themselves. Maybe you feel like you don't have a friend in the world. Maybe you feel like no one likes you. But I have good news for you. Jesus likes you. In fact, Jesus loves you. He doesn't want you to hide in your shell because you're worried or feel crusty because you're all alone. He'll come find you. And when you follow Jesus, you're a part of his family. It's like joining a crab cast. You're never alone. So remember, when we feel alone, we can trust Jesus.
Wow. I love that. You know, when I was thinking about Alaska, I was thinking about animals like maybe an otter or like we have a moose in the background, but I wasn't necessarily thinking of crabs, but Alaska king crabs are huge. And yet, even still, sometimes they wander around the ocean all by themselves, like Claudia just said. And so Claudia, our Bible buddy today, can help us remember that when we feel alone, we can... Oh, that's such a great thing to know and understand, isn't it? To know and realize that...
I can go on being by myself.
Okay.
I ate a snail this morning. He was so fast, but my quick reflexes, I was able to catch him. He was a little chewy, but you have to do what you have to do when you're out in the wilderness all alone.
Scout, hello?
Jeremy! Friends! Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you!
Oh, well, goodness. Well, we just saw you yesterday. I mean...
No, I've been so alone.
Okay.
Alone in the wilderness.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we just saw you yesterday. Where have you been?
I went out into the woods by myself.
Okay.
To think about everything you guys said about Jesus.
Yeah?
And how we can trust him and he's, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good. So, but you're so distraught. Maybe you should start from the beginning.
So,
what's going on?
Last night, I went camping.
Okay.
I started wondering when Jesus would show up.
Well, you know, it's not really like Jesus is going to...
So, first thing I did,
okay.
I put up my tent.
Okay.
And it was really hard all alone.
Sure.
So then, I started a fire.
Yeah.
You know, in case Jesus wanted to roast marshmallows. 'Cause
Right.
I like marshmallows.
Sure, I'm sure Jesus does too.
And then I sat there.
Okay.
And I waited. And I waited.
Okay.
And then it got really dark.
Yeah.
And I heard this sound. And it was kind of like, roar!
Oh no, what was it?
I wondered the same thing. So you know what I did? I turned on my flashlight. And it was a bear.
Oh my, that must have been really scary.
Fortunately, my flashlight scared him away.
Okay.
So then he was gone.
Good.
But then I heard another sound. And it was like, ow!
Was it a wolf?
Uh-huh. And he was all like, blah, blah, blah.
Blah? Do wolves really go blah?
And then he ran off too.
Okay.
And then you'll never guess what I saw. It was the cutest little chipmunk you would ever see.
Oh, that's cute.
And then he ran off too.
Oh, okay. Well, like, why did he run off? He just ran off?
He stole my flashlight.
I didn't know chipmunks could steal flashlights.
But you just can't get mad at something that cute.
Oh, well, okay.
But
well.
I felt so lonely out there. And you know, Jesus did never show up.
Oh, Scout, you see, Jesus doesn't necessarily show up like that, like all of my friends here have shown up today, but he's still there always with us. In fact, we're learning all about that today, aren't we, boys and girls? Claudia, our Bible buddy, reminds us that when we feel alone, we can trust. He doesn't ever let us down or leave us.
So that means I'm never really alone? Jesus is always with me?
That's exactly what it means.
Well, then I guess it's okay for me to be in the woods by myself because I'll always have Jesus and a friend.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. So Scout, where are you going?
Well, I'm not afraid to be alone in the woods now.
Okay.
And, you know, I promised the chipmunk that I would bring him extra batteries for my flashlight. So I'll see you guys later.
Okay, now the chipmunk's ordering batteries. Real awesome. Well, thanks, boys and girls, for helping me help Scout today. Hopefully you can learn a little bit today, too, about when we feel alone, we can trust Jesus. Hey, you know there's a song that I want to sing with you. It's called Hey, Hey, Hey.
know God's love, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. If that love's enough, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. Even in the darkest night, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. 'Cause you're gonna be alright, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. He'll leave the 99 and Jesus will find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, hey, hey. Why should I worry? Hey, hey, hey. be alright. Say hey, 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 hey. He'll leave the 99, Jesus go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey. Leave the 99, Jesus go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, I hope you have a great time at True North today. Purple, you can head on out to your first rotations. Green, you can follow